YouTube? How are you? This is going to be my first episode ever. The set's going to change, but this is the first one. Welcome to HSN Sports Network. I'm extremely excited to bring this to you guys. This is my own version of Sports Center. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, and I really hope you do because I'm really excited to bring this to you guys. And yeah, let's get started with the first ever episode of HSN Sports Network. So, the first topic I'm going to be discussing today, which that's how it's going to work. I'm just going to talk about topics, do kind of like debate type things, whatever I feel like is going on in the sports world that I could talk about that's really interesting. I'm going to do my best to have like a sports ticker on the bottom, so like scores over the weekend and stuff are playing. So like I said, as close to Sports Center as I can possibly make it for you guys. So in case you don't want to watch Sports Center and you want to come watch me, you can see score updates, you can see everything else, and that's kind of my hope to you guys, if that makes sense. So let's get on with this. So the top 10 QBs I would start my franchise with, what does that mean? Right off the rip, if I was a GM, they did a whole fantasy draft, and they were like, all right, you got to pick a quarterback right off the rip. What 10 quarterbacks am I going to choose? So I'm going to work from the bottom up, like from who I would take least to who I would take most. This is my top 10. Please debate in the comments. Don't be rude, but please put like your opinion, what you think, anything you want to in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. It makes the show a lot more interesting. And yeah, let's get right to it. So number 10, in my personal opinion, is Jared Goff. Jared Goff was the first pick for the Rams in the 2016 NFL Draft. He is 22 years of age. You haven't seen much of him, but what I've seen so far is stuff I've really liked. I think he's going to be great in a few years, but I think he's definitely going to have to adjust to the NFL. And if I was an owner, I'd be like, well, we're going to struggle for a few years, but once he gets into that groove, he's going to be fantastic. I think he's going to do really well. I like what I've seen, so I have him at number 10. A lot of you might disagree with me on this one, but number 9 is Blake Bortles. He is 24 years of age. I really like the guy personally. I don't know if that's just me, but I really do like him. I think that Gus Bradley was holding him back. I don't know if that's a just me thing or if that's a lot of people, but I watched him this last week in Week 16 when they beat the Titans. I really liked what I saw. I think it looks like the Blake Bortles we've been used to, and he's just been struggling. So that's kind of my hope. I really hope that he works out because I know the Jaguars have a really strong team around him. He needs to perform, and then they can perform. So number 8, Carson Wentz at age 23. That was Carson Wentz, by the way. Carson Wentz has been phenomenal for the Eagles so far this season. I think he's a bit overrated, but I think that a lot about the rookies this season. He went out week 1 against the Browns and looked amazing, but they're my favorite team, and they're 1-14. I mean, they've looked any team that plays them besides the Chargers, they look amazing when they play the Browns. So I don't think Carson Wentz is that great yet, but I like what I see out of the kid. He has great pocket presence. He knows how to command an offense, and that is phenomenal, especially coming from a guy that's only 23 years old out of a Division II school. I mean, it's hard to expect that out of a kid from North Dakota State. And he's playing on an unbelievable level for being a rookie from a Division II school, so you really got to give it to him. Number 7, Cam Newton. Why I think this? I think Cam Newton has about 5 years left. The man makes way too much money. I don't think he's dedicated to football. I think he's going to retire in about 5 years. That might just be personal opinion, but I don't believe that Cam Newton's going to be around when it comes, 2021, 2022? I don't think Cam's going to be a quarterback in the NFL. He makes too much money from endorsements and everything else. He's just going to leave and keep his money and go. Number 6, Dak Prescott. I personally don't like him. I'm saying personally a lot. I'm going to stop. Dak Prescott is not that good. Sorry. I could even say facts on that one. You look at his numbers, yeah, it's the best for a rookie ever. Cool. He's carried by Zeke. He's carried by the offensive line. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just how it is. He has the best offensive line and the best rookie running back in football. How hard can your job be? You can hand it off to Zeke, where the line's going to give him holes the size of this room to run through, or you can do a play action, and he's just going to go and get an easy pass off because the run game's so dominant. I mean, I think that Dak Prescott has his job made for him, and I don't think he's that great, but I put him at number 6 because he's young, he's versatile, I think he can grow into an amazing quarterback, and that's why I have him at number 6. Number 5, Jameis Winston for the Buccaneers. He doesn't have that many weapons, yet he's putting up great numbers, he's playing generally well, he's kind of back and forth week to week, but look, he's only 22. I mean, he's that young, he already has the experience underneath his belt, he's learning more and more every time he steps on the field. I really like what I see out of him. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. But the person who was drafted right after him, I believe, is going to be better, and that is who it is at number 4, Marcus Mariota. I feel that Marcus is a lot better than people ever give him credit for. Everyone thought, oh, he's a mobile, scrambling quarterback out of Oregon who runs a college offense. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's taken the NFL by storm, in my opinion. The top 2 quarterbacks taking the league by storm are Mariota and Carr. And Carr will come soon because Carr's playing out of his mind. But I think Mariota, huge bummer that he broke his leg in this past week. That's a huge setback for him. He's having a career year, obviously. He didn't do that well last year, so it's not that hard. But career year, I really liked what I saw out of him, and I was really hoping he could do better. And we're kind of going to see where he is, and we're going to see what he can do next year. But I really like what I see out of him, playing really well. Mobile, versatile, pocket presence is amazing. Commander, I don't know what else to say about this guy. He has the arm. The accuracy's been amazing. It's great. Number 3 is actually Andrew Luck. Now, he's 27, the oldest on this list next to Cam Newton. But Andrew Luck is something else. I mean, everyone thinks he's overrated. Not everyone, but a lot of people think he's overrated. You watch the man, and he's incredible. I mean, he has no weapons on that team. He has T.Y. Hilton, and that's it. I mean, Frank Gore maybe does some things here and there. Moncrief's been hurt the whole year. I mean, that's it. That's his whole team. And he leads them to what? An 8-and-something record, I think. I don't know the exact record. Like maybe 8-7, 7-8, somewhere around there. With one of the worst defenses in the NFL and no weapons. So Andrew Luck, take him at number 3. That's what I think. Derek Carr broke his leg this past weekend along with Mariota. I felt so bad for Raiders fans. You guys had a really great chance this year in a weak AFC. I don't think the Patriots are that good. And your star quarterback goes down and breaks his leg. How bad of a break can you guys get, literally, pun intended. But that totally killing any chance of you guys doing well in the playoffs. Huge bummer for you guys. I'm sorry, Raiders fans. You have the quarterback of the future that's going to be dominant for the next 10 years. But not right now. I actually made a mistake. Number 1 is the oldest on this list, but I feel like he's going to play for another 10 years and be amazing. If you've watched this man play, you have to give him the respect. I hate the Seahawks. You guys need to realize that. I'm the Seahawks' number 1 anti-fan. Like, I will talk smack on them 24/7 if I could. But Russell Wilson is a freak in nature. I mean, he has one of, if not the worst offensive lines in football. He puts up great numbers. He does all this amazing thing. He does all these amazing things with the football. The man can throw completely across his body. The man can play in the pocket. He can play out of the pocket. He can run. I mean, there's nothing that Russell Wilson can't do, and that's why I have him at number 1. The man's incredible. He's going to be great for years to come. Really excited to see what he brings. And that's my top 10 list. I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you guys did, make sure you do indeed smash that like button. Really supports the channel. Please, please, please do that. Share this with your friends so you guys can debate it. That would be amazing. All the support needs to come from you guys. You guys are my fan base. I love all of you that are watching. Thank you for all your support. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Leave in the comments ideas you have for me to do on the next one. And I'll see you guys soon. Harrison Sports Network out. Peace.